Alright, today's video is going to be a little different than normal because you are not going to see my lovely face, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through a belt kit that I put together today. I've been home down with some flu and have been feeling really bad, and finally I've started feeling good, and I was tinkering with this belt kit and I got this idea off of Instagram. There is an excellent feed on there, Raven's Wilderness Survival School, and this is a belt kit that he put together that he showed on one of his posts, and I kind of took his idea, expanded upon it with equipment that I had in storage that I've been using in other kits that I put together, and decided to assemble this one. And I'm pretty darn pleased with it because I think it's going to work out pretty well. So it's a pretty basic kit. The premise of it is that this is a wilderness backwoods scout rig, something that's low profile, has just enough necessities to get you out and do what you need to do for the day. What's great about it is it's modular, so you don't have to carry all these components if you don't want to. If I wanted to, let's say, take the pistol off because I don't need that, that's fine. I can do that. That comes off very easily. And then that leaves the core components, which is my IFAK, my survival kit, my Canteen kit, and then some of my tools. So let's walk through this thing real quick and see what you guys think. Now, first thing is, this is built on this Molly belt pad that I got from One Thief. If you've watched my videos, I've shown this in the past. It is the digital Air Force Tiger Stripe that I dyed green. So it has kind of a foliage green color now, more of a ranger green, I guess. It's a great belt pad, very inexpensive. But I just added this pistol belt to it. Works great, stiff enough, easy to get it on and off. It's a great platform for building a kit. On this side here, I've got this Molly adapter. This is the K-bar adapter. So this clips onto the Molly panel, and then you're able to take your knife sheath that has a normal belt loop and slide that onto this webbing and then Velcro it shut, and then now you have access to a belt knife, but you don't have to permanently attach it to the Molly rig. You can take that on and off, so if you want to change knives, you can. And then of course we have a Gerber multi-tool. In this pouch I have my Canteen set up. If I'm out and about in the woods, I always want some water with me. I like military canteens. This is the Nalgene Oasis canteen. It is the exact same size as a military canteen, so it fits my stainless cup perfectly. And I've got the stove stand on that as well, so I can heat water if I want to. Side pouches, I've got some coffee. There's some Folgers in there, and a couple other things like sugar packets, stuff like that. So that gives me the ability to heat some water, make some coffee if I have to. And then this pouch is the Marine Corps utility pouch. I think this was issued with the pack system, the filled pack system. It's a great pouch because it is a nice long pouch. It's narrow. It doesn't stick out a lot, but it holds a lot and has a little bit of organization built into it. You can get quite a bit of stuff in here. So I have my Espit stove. I have a Mylar space blanket for emergency shelter building, keep me warm in case something happens. I've got some wet wipes. Canteen cup lid. spoon. Here's a great little tool that I just picked up. This came from Leicester River Bushcraft. This is a little saw that he's been putting together. There, I had to unfold it off camera. But there it is. He's utilizing this wood and metal Irwin blade and then putting it in this kind of custom Kydex sheath or handle that he makes. And he puts that all together. And then on the end of it, it comes with one of these fire starting cords. So if you pull that rubber back, there is some material in there to start a fire with. So it's a nice little emergency fire starting backup. But Leicester River Bushcraft sells these saws, and it is a nice little piece of kit that doesn't take up a lot of room. It's very lightweight. So we'll do more testing on that when I'm feeling better and I'm out in the woods. And then this pouch has a back panel to it, and I've got a whistle built in here because there is a tie down loop, so I've got that tied in. Over here I've got some bank line. Gotta have bank line. Just as good as 550 cord, takes up a lot less room, weighs a lot less, and I can do a lot of stuff with this. So for, you know, just primitive shelter building, this would be enough. And then a very lightweight, easy way to filter some water quickly is a Frontier. This is the, let's see, which one is this? Frontier emergency filter. So basically this is the kind that you would just basically stick into a puddle or water source and then suck out what you need. This would be definitely a last ditch kind of thing. And then in this pouch really is all of my survival stuff. So I've got my aqua tabs for water purification. I have a magnifying lens from Survival Resources. It's a 2x3. Great little item to have. I like to keep some fire starting tabs. I just get these at the hardware store. Of course, I have some whirl bags to add those tablets to purify water if I need to. I have, and this is a military issue signal mirror. I won't take that all out, but there it is. It's a nice one because it has a heavy duty kind of rubber plastic edge to it, and then I've just got it in this elastic band, and then of course it's got a cord on it. So we got that. Bic lighter with some duct tape. A brass match safe. And this has a good compass in it that actually works. And these match safes, I'm not even sure they make these anymore, but it contains the waterproof kind of lifeboat style matches that you get. I think these are just the UCOs, and there's a striker inside there, but it's a great container, and I like the fact that it actually has a gasket with that backup compass, and then of course there's a tether cord with it. And then the old fire bellows, pocket bellows. Always have one of these in my kits. Just, it really helps in getting a fire going. And then a ferro rod. I did a review of these. These are the Firefast ferro rods. They're kind of nice because they have the built-in magnesium bar on the back that you can scrape off magnesium, so it gives you another source. And then also this wood handle, you can scrape off of that and turn that into tinder for your fire. And then it comes with a really nice carbide striker, so you don't have to use your knife if you don't want to. But it's a fantastic little ferro rod combo. And then a couple of fat wood sticks. And that's it. That is all the survival goodies in this bag. That all out of the way. Coming down here, we have this first aid kit. I don't know who makes this pouch. I've had it for a little while. I got it in a trade or something from somebody. But I really like it because it is specifically a first aid pouch, but it is very low profile. I've added this patch panel on it so I could identify it as an IFAK. But it has MOLLE on the front and on the sides, so I was able to put this Air Force tourniquet pouch that I dyed green on the side of it. See that? There's MOLLE on the sides. Of course, I got trauma shears, and then here it has a pocket that you can open up. And I've got gloves, and then in a plastic bag I keep alcohol swabs, triple antibiotic, there is a syringe and a needle, there is some pads, larger pads, gauze pads, just a variety of items, some moleskin, so general first aid stuff. And then on this back panel here, you can see down here, there's compressed gauze. There's also quick clot combat gauze down there. So there's a variety of items in here. I think the only thing I would like to add to this is probably add a chest seal to it. I think I need to do that and have, because that does not take up very much room. So we'll throw a chest seal in there. But that is a good standard IFAK for treating major wounds and some minor stuff as well. And then last but not least is this pouch. This is the M12 holster. It's the military issue holster. It was designed for the Beretta M9, and you can pick these up pretty cheap all over the place. Now in here I have my Smith & Wesson Victory 22. I really like a 22 semi-auto pistol for woods carry. You can do some hunting with it. I mean, if you have to, and I guess you can use it for self-defense, but that's not really why I carry it. I carry it for if I want to hunt with it and take a rabbit or a squirrel, I can absolutely do that. Now, the M12 holster does not fit this pistol very well. Let me show you why. As you can see, this Smith & Wesson, it protrudes a little too far for this holster, so the flap will not close down and latch down here where it's supposed to. That latch is supposed to go right in there. So what I've done is I put a piece of webbing, ran a piece of webbing through this, and created another spot for the latch to go to. So now it's going to catch on that webbing right down there. And that still allows me to have a protective flap over my pistol. Now, the heart and the soul of this kit is this MOLLE pad that I got from One Thief. It's a really nice pad because it has decent padding on it. It has this kind of mesh ventilated material for wicking moisture, but it does have slots. One right there, and one right there. So if you want to put a drop leg into it and attach it to the belt, see the belt in there? You can run a drop leg out of it. So you got two of those. And then it has loops with metal rings, D-rings on it, for your straps, your harness strap. Same thing on the back right there, and there's one. And there's one. So it's a 3-point strap system. And then I got the straps from One Thief as well. I think this is the Marine Corps issue webbing strap. But you put this on, and now you have a really comfortable, lightweight, low profile belt rig that is set up for wilderness, bushcraft, scouting, hunting, survival type situations. This is not a war belt per se, even though you could certainly turn that into this by taking that holster off and putting a dedicated tactical holster, like a drop leg of some sort, or a Kydex for your Glock or whatever. But I have this set up for scouting around the woods when I don't want to carry all my gear or a heavy pack and I just want to go out and explore a little bit for the day. I'm constantly reevaluating these types of kits and perfecting them and working on them. And since I did this one, I'm pretty excited about it because I think it's going to be a great kit just to run around the woods in the summer. I can't wait to get out in the woods and try this thing. So hopefully when I'm feeling a little bit better and this rain stops, because it's been raining nonstop for the past week, I can get out in the woods and do a full review of this with you and show you some of this gear in use. Oh, and the knife. Of course, you guys want to see the knife, right? Everyone wants to see the knife. This is the SE4 HM, and it's a really cool knife because the previous owner actually did some nice work on these scales to give it some grip, and then he put this cool bead on it. But it's a fantastic bushcraft all-purpose survival knife, the SE4 HM. I think in one of my short videos I actually call this the SE4 PR, and that's incorrect. It is not. It is the HM. So there's that. And of course the SE comes with a Kydex sheath, but this I believe is a Sagewood Gear drop leather attachment. So you can see that in the back, how that attaches to the Kydex. But fantastic knife. That's great because now with this setup I can add different knives. If I want to go for a bigger knife, I can do that. If I want to use my smaller knife, I can. But I'm not limited or stuck with one blade always permanently attached to my Molly belt rig. So I hope this video gave you guys some ideas on how to set up a belt kit. It's pretty easy to do with military surplus. There's plenty of options out there. So just go out and try some different things. See what works for you. You don't have to spend tons of money on gear to get out in the woods. I certainly don't. I try to build and scrounge as much stuff as I possibly can, and then save my money and spend it on the things that matter and count, like knives, stuff like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do like this kind of video, please subscribe if you feel like it. Also share the video. Also check out the affiliate links down below. There'll be an affiliate link to One Thief. There will be links to my Facebook group, which is huge, and also my Instagram account, and then my Amazon store. All those kind of things help the channel, but are also great places to look at more gear and get different ideas on how to set stuff up. And as always, thank you for watching my channel, and we will see you next time on The Prepared Wanderer.